Did you know that a single 2000D South Carolina quarter could secretly be worth way more than 25 cents? What secrets are hiding in your pocket change today? We dig deep into the forgotten story, the hidden minting errors, the market value, and the collectors who chase this coin like buried treasure. Stay tuned and discover why this simple quarter could change your coin collecting forever. The year was 2000 and the United States Mint was deep into the 50 state quarters program. A bold idea that would forever change the way Americans looked at their pocket change. Each new state design brought millions of eyes to coins that once went unnoticed, and the South Carolina quarter, released in 2000, was one of the early releases carrying the pride and history of the Palmetto State. On its reverse side, you would find the Carolina wren, the Sabal palmetto tree, and the outline of the state itself, all symbols that speak to the rich cultural and natural heritage of South Carolina. But behind the simple design lay a deeper story of minting history, mintage numbers, errors, and the modern collector's market that now keeps this coin relevant to this day. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, yet a small fraction hold a special place in collectors' hearts. The design was created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., and when you look closely at the details, you can see the artistry that went into capturing a state identity in a coin less than an inch in diameter. The mintage at the Denver Mint for the South Carolina quarter in 2000 was approximately 448 million, making it one of the more common state quarters. But the story does not stop at the numbers alone. Collectors look for condition. They look for minting errors, double dies off center strikes, die cracks, and other anomalies that can turn a common quarter into a valuable rarity. Let us start with the history of the state quarters program itself. Congress passed the 50 state quarters program in 1997, aiming to release 5 new state designs every year for 10 years. The South Carolina quarter was the 8th coin released, and the 3rd in the year 2000, following Massachusetts. And Maryland collectors were excited, and people were checking their change daily to complete their foo. Books. The Denver Mint Mark D can be found just below the motto, E pluribus unum, on the obverse near Washington's ponytail. This small letter has major significance. It tells collectors exactly where the coin was struck. The Denver Mint has long been known for producing coins for circulation throughout the western half of the United States. The program was so successful that it brought millions of new collectors into the hobby, some of whom still collect. Today, searching for that elusive perfect condition, MS67 or higher coin. The grading scale plays a big role here. Coins are graded from poor to mint state 60/70, being perfection. When you find a 2000D South Carolina quarter in MS67 or MS68 condition, you are looking at a coin that could command significant premiums over face value. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC often sell for impressive amounts at auction. The details matter. A coin must have full luster, sharp strikes, no scratches or marks, and a beautiful eye appeal. But there is another layer to this story. Minting errors. Minting errors are a dream for collectors because they are unexpected anomalies that slip through quality control. Imagine a coin struck slightly off-center or with a double die that gives Washington's profile a ghostly shadow. These quirks make ordinary coins into unique pieces. One known example is a double-struck South Carolina quarter where the design appears shifted, creating a fascinating layered image. Die cracks can appear like lightning bolts across the surface of the coin, giving each error a unique fingerprint that can never be replicated. Then there are plancher errors when the metal blank itself is flawed before striking. These can lead to clipped planchets where a portion of the coin is missing, or improper alloy mixes that give the coin a different tone. Collectors hunt for these errors, and the market can drive prices from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on rarity and demand, to find these treasures. Collectors use magnifying glasses, microscopes, and often spend hours inspecting coins they get from banks' rolls, or even change from everyday purchases. The thrill of the hunt is part of the coin collecting magic. Now let us look at the economic side of the 2000D South Carolina quarter. In average circulated condition, this coin is worth its face value, 25 cents, but in pristine uncirculated condition, prices rise dramatically, Auction records show some South Carolina quarters selling for over $100 when certified at high grades for a modern coin. This is significant because millions exist, but so few survive in perfect condition. Storage, environmental factors, and circulation all play a role in degrading coins over time. This is why collectors often store coins in protective flips or slabs to prevent damage. The state quarter program also has sentimental value. Many people remember collecting these quarters as kids, grandparents passing down books full of slots waiting to be filled with each new release. It created a bond between generations and a tangible way to learn about American history and geography. When the series ended in 2008, the Mint continued with similar programs, like the America the Beautiful quarters, but the original state quarters hold a special nostalgia for many collectors returning to the South Carolina design. It is worth noting that the obverse shows George Washington, the same familiar profile designed by John Flanagan in 1932 for the Washington quarter, but updated slightly for the state quarters program. The inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and quarter dollar remain unchanged from the traditional design. The reverse is what makes each state quarter unique. The South Carolina quarter showcases the state outline, the Carolina wren perched on the palmetto tree, and the star marking the capital city, Columbia. These elements were carefully chosen to represent the state's natural beauty, resilience, and history. The palmetto tree is a nod to the state's nickname, the Palmetto State, and its use in fortifications during the Revolutionary War. The Carolina wren is the state bird, known for its lively song and widespread presence throughout the region. Each symbol tells a story of a state proud of its heritage and resilient spirit. This is what gives the coin a sense of place and identity beyond its face value for the collector market. Today, most South Carolina quarters are common, but finding them in high grades or with rare errors is what keeps them exciting to search for coin shows, online auctions. And coin dealers all play a role in this marketplace where collectors buy, sell, and trade to complete their sets or find that elusive gem mint specimen. The internet has changed. The game collectors now have access to price guides online, grading services, and marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions. Where rare coins find new homes, the 2000D South Carolina quarter is a reminder that history can live in your pocket, that a simple coin can carry stories of art, culture, economics, and human connection. When you hold one of these quarters, you hold a piece of American history, a testament to the vision of the 50 State Quarters program that aim to educate and inspire millions over a decade. As you search through your change, pay attention to the details, look for sharp strikes, clean fields, and any sign of doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure worth far more than face value. This is what makes coin collecting so rewarding. It is a journey of discovery, patience, and sometimes luck. So the next time you find a 2000D South Carolina quarter, take a closer look. You might just hold a little piece of history that could surprise you. With its hidden value and remind you of the stories coins can tell long after they leave the mint. This concludes our deep dive into the 2000D South Carolina quarter. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, because every coin has a story, and you never know what treasures await in your pocket change.